So I decided to do a review on this UpDownAir system that I bought on Amazon for $260, and it's complete crap. I paid $260, and I pretty much paid $260 for a regulator and a T-union. So what they do is they give you these quick connects to put on your tires, and these stator valves with the 3/8 hose, and it completely restricts your air. And they also predetermine where you put your system, so they pre-cut all your lines. And I had to go by a 20-foot hose of 3/8 for this system. So I had an ARB, I added a tank, and I added this, which I already previously had the ARB. So what it was doing was, you put these, I put them into motor mounts, these right here, which I have stators, and then they give you this hose right here. Then you put these quick unions, quick connects on those hoses. So when I go to air down, you just pull that valve and it airs all 4 tires down at the same time. Well, air was barely coming out. I could barely hear it coming out. Then I go to air up. So the pressure switch with the ARB goes to max 100 psi, and then it shuts off. Then it goes down to 70 psi, and then the compressor turns back on. Well, what was happening was the air was not flowing correctly. What happened would, my air would get up to 100 psi and then slowly fill the tires, and when it hit 70 again, it would raise back to 100, and it took probably 30 minutes to air my tires up, and it took probably 25-30 minutes to air down. So then I was like, this ain't right, there's got to be something better. So then I bought these, thinking these would create better airflow than these quick connects. Plus, these were hard to get on and off, and it was stripping my dang stator valve threads. So I put those on those hoses, all 4 of them, or I should say all 8 of them, and then it was still doing the same thing. And then I noticed I wasn't getting any, I was only getting air from my right rear tire. That was it. That was the only tire released in the air. So then I decided, okay, I looked at these stators, and I noticed that the stator valve was too deep, that the connect, both these, couldn't reach the stator valve to open it up. So I decided to grind these down a little bit, which was a mistake, and then now it won't hold air, it just leaked. So now I couldn't get accurate pressures. So then I'm racking my brain the best way to do this. So what I did was I went to Home Depot, and I bought these 3-way quick connect compressor. Okay, and then I bought these right here, and I think I paid $18 for this right here. And then I made a bracket to bolt onto it on both sides. Okay, so now all I gotta do, okay, is all I gotta do now is just click that in. Click that in. Then I added these 90s because they give you straights, and they predetermine everything what you need. They should just give you one long hose and a hose cutter and cut the lengths you need, because this hose was too short because of the way I installed this. The hoses won't reach properly, so I had to make sure my valve stem was here and back, so it wouldn't reach. So now all I do, hook that in, So right now I'm at about 22 psi, which I checked. My tires are actually 25. So this regulator is not even correct, which is total crap. So now all I do is pull this valve. Listen to all that air come out. If you watch other videos, air would be coming out of here. You know, this one guy put paper over it to show the air was coming out, and that paper was barely even moving. And now, listen to that. So I run my tires about 25 psi, and I air down to about 8 psi, which takes about 6 minutes. Okay. By the way, I installed these Hutcherson's Rock Monster B-Lock rims. I love these rims. I haven't taken them off-road yet. And I bought the Mickey Thompson MTZ P3 tires, which I haven't tried those yet. We'll find out how those work. So let's see. Let's go down to 10 psi. Then I'll check it with a pressure gauge. You also had the option right here for an external, but I decided to get the 3. Well, it's pretty much all they had was the 3 connect one. So now if I want to use a different air with these hooked up, I can if I like. I just like the options, you know. And then for all you concerned that I might hit it with a rock, it's pretty tucked under there because I got this guard here, and I got the skid plate here, and it's pretty much tucked underneath the frame here. But maybe later I'll maybe put a shroud around it, a guard. Okay, so that is reading 10 psi. Okay, I'm gonna grab my digital gauge here. It's reading 13.5. Yeah, that regulator is not even correct. So now, I already went down to 8 psi, and then I ran the compressor, and it took almost 7 minutes to air it up to 25 psi. And then I checked all the tires, and they're all exactly 25 psi. Now remember before I was telling you, this will reach 100 and drop, reach 100 and drop, because there was no airflow getting to the tires, and it took forever to air up. So now all that air is just going straight into the tires. So the only thing I used was the regulator they gave me and a T. So I had to go somewhere else, spend a lot more money, get hose, get fittings, and then just a bunch of wasted time of working on this. So I do not suggest anyone to buy this system. I know there's better ones out there, but do not waste your money on this. I gotta put a braided line there yet. Gotta go to All Hose and get one there. It gets way too hot. There's a lot of hot air coming out of that compressor, so it could probably melt this line right here. to go to 20 and check it. That looks about 20. Okay. .5. That's pretty close. But I just want to let you all know, do not buy this air system. There's other ones out there, or you could just make your own. You could just buy a regulator, get a compressor, and run all your own lines. It might be a little more expensive, but I paid way too much just for this little unit right here, because I bought my own fittings, had to buy all my own hose, and it just does not work. All right, I hope this video helps you out. If you got any questions, just leave a comment. If you like it, press like. If you hate it, I don't care. So air down, rock on, happy crawling.